Good morning, students. How are you? So, this is your SST class, and the topic is water resources. First of all, water, we know very well water, it is a renewable resources, and it is very important for important things, important resources for human, for all the living things. And we know very well also कि आपके on your earth, on your ground, you have three out of four parts that will be covered by water. Now water is important for us. Why? So water is required for cooling machines and other industries processing. Water is essential for day-to-day life and domestic purpose uses as drinking, cooling, washing, bathing, cleaning, etc. And plants, animals require water for the transfer of energy. Rivers and natural arteries of transportation and their valleys. Civilization, man, centers of civilization. Force of falling water is converted into tidal power, which is a clean source and contribute 22% of the total electricity produced in India. And rivers and streams of water are mistreated as free carriers of industrial and urban waste that they have become open drains. And for utilizing land for farming, water essential, we can say that it is important for water is important for our agriculture. So you can see here, this is a structure of a hydrological cycle, how to become a water. When plants uptake, evaporation, transportation, condensation, here also having, and then it will take a form of precipitation, and the precipitation, it is a snow melt runoff and surface runoff, and the infiltration into groundwater by through the rainwater, and it mixes with the groundwater. Now what is water scarcity? We know water everywhere and not a drop to drink, but we receive through rainfall have sufficient number of both perennial and seasonal river and underground water. So we can say that water scarcity can be seen in several parts of India. How could you define the water scarcity? So we can say that storage of water, the storage of water as compared to its demand, that is known as water scarcity. So you can say that water scarcity, it is a shortage of water as compared to its demand, it is known as water scarcity. Now reasons for the scarcity of water can be both natural and man-made. So they are water pollution, mismanagement of water resources, excessive and wasteful use of water, overexploitation, seasonal variation in rainfall, uneven distribution of rainfall over space and time, urbanization and changing lifestyle have put pressure on water resources. So excessive use in irrigation for growing crops for agriculture, growing population and subsequent rise in demand. So these are the reason for the scarcity of water, can be both natural and man-made, and the reason behind the situation. So they are overdraft of water for irrigation in rural areas, excessive use of water in urban areas for domestic purpose, decline in seepage due to the construction of cemented gravel passes, footpath, and falling and it is Repercussions are falling level of underground water, shortage of water for use, negative effect on food security as water for irrigation would not be available, and deteriorating quality of water due to pollution. Now, use of water in post-independent India and water scarcity. How could you use it? So, water pollution is caused by man activity mostly in the India. So, the first one, it is a discharge of chemical effluent and industrial wastage in water bodies, and discharge of urban sanitary waste in water. So, pollution of water due to the application of insecticides, pesticide and fertilizers in agricultural operations, and use of water bodies as means of navigation, and oil spills from river vessels can pollute water, and washermen use ghats for cleaning clothes. In India, religious immersions of idols and throwing dead bodies, half burnt cars into the rivers cause pollution. So now water conservation, we know very well conservation of water is very required for human beings. So judicious use of proper management of water resources, recycling of waste pollute water, partial or full treatment of waste before discharging into water bodies, and drinking water should not be used for gardening, car and courtyard washing, toilet wash basins, prevention of wastage which occur due to spilling, perforated material for pavement, cans, sheep and so they are the driveways. So, and rainwater should be allowed to collect in tanks, pond and reservoirs. So these are the water conservation method. Now multi-purpose river valleys project and integrated water resources management happened in the India. So you can see that here it is a major rivers and dam of India. You can see here in the north portion, you can see here this is a Ganga river coming from Gangotri and crossing the state of Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and going Bangladesh, enter in the Bangladesh and then take a mouth in Bay of Bengal. Here Indus river, it is also coming from Mansarovar and coming here to sea, Arabian Sea. Here you can say that Tangspo Nadi, it is in India, it is called Brahmaputra also. So they are the rivers, and the dams are also having Chambal's river, you can say Rana Pratap Sagar, Gandhinagar, here Betwa river Kota barrage, Sardar Sarovar Narmada river ke upar it is a dam. So these are the dams of India. Now what are the multi-purpose project? Producing hydel power, creating a reservoir of water, providing water for irrigation and drinking, flood control, prevention of soil erosion here, and fish feeding, breeding and reservoir. So recreation, dam sites, reservoir, fishing attract tourists, and inland navigation. So now what are these are some examples of are given here. Bhakra Nangal project on Satluj river, Hirakund on Mahanadi river, Damodar Valley project on Damodar river. So they are the example of multi-purpose project. Now effects of dam, they are submergence of surrounding land waters, underwater due to submergence, destruction of forest and habitat of wildlife, loss of productive agriculture land, disturbance of local ecosystem, hindrance in the path of migrating fish for spawning, sedimentation of reservoir and loss of silt in the main river channel, rockier stream bed and proper habitats for riverine aquatic life. So Narmada Bachao Andolan and Tehri Dam Andolan, they are rise social movement also, we can say that, and ecological consequences such as salination of the soil. They are social conflict. And Sabarmati Basin, it is an example of for farmers in Gujarat. They are agitated as water was supplied to urban areas on priority basis during drought season. So now rainwater harvesting. What is rainwater harvesting? So the rainwater harvesting is a technique of collecting rainwater from rooftop and to recharge underground water by constructing structured dug wells. So what are the following historical times, and the method has been used in since historical times, and examples can be seen here. The Rajor ki Bains or Sukhi Boli in 15th-16th century, built during Sikandra Lodi regions. You can see here some examples are given how to historical times the rainwater harvesting use. And various method of collecting rainwater are rooftop rainwater collecting the people in hilly area. The western Himalaya people have constructed diversion channel called gulls and culls. So second one, it is your rooftop rainwater collecting. In West Bengal, people constructed low priced inundation canal to divert extra flood water for irrigation. Large open space on agricultural field were converted into rain-fed storage structures that allow the water to stand and moisten the soil, like Khadins in Jaisalmer and Johad in other parts of Rajasthan. So in arid and semi-arid areas of Rajasthan, particularly in Bikaner, Palodi and Barmer district, traditional homes have large underground tanks. So main the rainwater harvesting, it is mostly used in Mumbai and Rajasthan also. The next one, what are the advantages of rainwater harvesting? So it increases the amount of underground water and underground water table and rises its level. It improves the quality of water and reduce pollution, decrease the flooding of area and save farmland soil erosion and destruction. Of course, it supplements domestic and irrigation requirement. Here some examples are of rainwater harvesting are given here. In Alwar district, you can say that it is in Rajasthan. Here villagers for rainwater harvesting, they mobilized cities and has raised the level of water so much that they can use water for domestic as well as irrigation purpose. So these are some examples are given here. Now, as responsible citizen of the earth, we must store and save water. Otherwise, as predicted, we will face acute shortage of water, and by 2025, nearly 2 billion people will live in absolute water scarcity. So, save water, it is a most important purpose for all human things. So, yeah, in last, I will also say that just save water for your future generation. Thank you so much.